obviously, because he has no faith in me, says, he won't be able to carry it. And then you're like, no, he has some genius. He has some genius to him. And then you're like, yeah, and where do you get this genius? And then I began explaining where I'm from and where I think the influences, but it's not genius. It's a man under huge stress because he was born in an environment where he always had to be useful.
Really?
That's the
So it stretched your mind. What, only being in that environment?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. I can't tell you when I'm relaxed, but I enjoy the build-up of pressure and stress and circumstances that lead to, you better pull a pigeon out of the hat now.
Really?
Yes. And then I go into such commitment, and they're quite sporadic. And the good thing is that I come out victorious. For me, it's like, the punchline is, he was able to carry the conversation after all. But at the start, we never knew where it would go. I feel like that's the lesson of starting a business. You tell yourself the vision, this is how it's going to happen. And you quickly find out.
There is no way.
Little did you know.
That vision is going to do this and that and tip. And you'll be asked to do things that you're like, what does this have to do with
I think that is like for all relationships or adventures, they just have that. Yes, we have the end of the movie. There's going to the protagonist is going to be alive.
Yeah.
At the end of it, and that's the credit. But it wouldn't be fun if we did not see them suffering and eventually looking like, they won't make it. That's what makes the story compelling.
Do you think that's the reason why movies and shows are scripted like that?
Yeah.
To appeal to the human psyche.
To your hormones.
Yeah,
it's just, I think it's the same thing.
See, that's why he's smart. Woman, he knows the difference between psyche and hormones.
Yeah, I have a different view of psyche, and I'm not a scholar by any chance.
Okay, what's your view of psyche?
I was just suffering from this rationalization of instinct, and they call it all these terms, but really it's just impulse.
Really? So what ADHD, anxiety,
those are the normal human beings. Everyone else is trying to rationalize. I plan to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So something happens to you, and then you find a way to mask it as if you were intending.
Yeah, and you write a book about it, and it's like, this is how you live your life. And somebody tries it, and it never works out.
It doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Hey, it never works out.
It never works out.
All
right, move it.
Am I far?
All right.
Am I close now? Oh, you couldn't hear me.
No, you can. It's just the quality.
So back to my topic.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I wanted a topic here. What I've realized is that people don't know how. Okay, not people. Human nature.
Mm-hmm.
We struggle to have conversations with each other.
Okay.
I was saying to Ntlantla earlier on that it's easy for me to have a conversation with people I like and people I get along with. Because we're going to speak from the same point of view, from the same experience, and they're going to get me. And that's what I'm looking for. But when I have a conversation with somebody I deem better than me, there's a sense of intimidation. So I converse from a point of, I don't belong here. As opposed to conversing, for instance.
Because of the topic or?
Because of my own personal dispositions.
Okay.
And that's what we come with when we have a conversation, right? Walking in here, because I know you, I automatically assimilate how I relate to you to how I related to everyone in the room.
Okay.
Right? Simply because there's a degree of comfort, therefore I'm comfortable in the room. But then you remove the person I'm comfortable with.
Yeah.
Now I need to find a point of relation to strangers. What I like? Because now Ga ke sa tsena.
Say, tell us about yourself. I'm like, now we got the time.
So that's what happens in a conversation. When you converse with a person, you're entering a particular space, right? And we're not cognizant of that. Correct. The space can be hostile, friendly, welcoming, strange, cold, warm. It's different things. You're never prepared until you get there. Right?
Yes.
So if I'm angry at something you did, and then you enter the space of anger, you might be oblivious to how I feel. But the moment you enter, I know the environment is hostile. Now you're caught off guard, and now you have to react because you're not prepared for what was coming. If I did not communicate, Zweli, I am angry at you. Why did you do this? If I communicate that, you come prepared. Okay, I'm going to have a fight where I'm going. So let me get my story straight. But if you enter a space and now you're expected to have a conversation with a person who comes with the energy of, I am angry, your automatic response is, let me protect myself.
Yeah. But I wonder if that would work from the sense that if you tell me I'm angry and I'm angry at you, the first thing I feel like humans first is like, how? Me, it's defensive, like no, because now the character you have of me can do such a harmful thing. No. And I realized that you probably are responding from an action and you're interpreting that action as my intention. And now I'm going to defend not my action, but my intention. And even if you tell me now or earlier, I don't know where you are coming from. So the story I'm building up in my head is a defense case.
So we are in agreement.
We are in agreement.
Did you see how this conversation didn't happen?
I do. But I still have a question of just responded now.
Let me hold you to that, right?
Yeah.
So I said a statement. And in my statement is, when you arrive, you're going to be defensive. And then in your response, you explained the same thing I said, but from your disposition.
But it's twofold.
Yeah, it is twofold.
My other part is, it wouldn't matter if you told me earlier or now.
Yes.
I will still be defensive. That's what I'm saying. You are saying, I'm giving you room to prepare yourself. I'm saying that room did not change my argument.
Because you'd be defensive anyway.
Either way, that's
so
what
you and I agree to the energies part.
Yes.
So this is what I'm getting to.
Okay.
That this is what having a conversation is. I have a particular I have a particular disposition, and so do you, because you're human.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So when we do interact, we interact from that point of view. And to uphold relations, either there has to be something I like about you and there's something that you like about me in order for us to maintain this thing, right?
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to misinterpret what a person intended, what their intention is versus actions. Because actions and intentions are very different. You know, I might intend to be nice to you, but my action becomes horrible simply because of the situation that I'm in.
The circumstance.
Right? And the circumstances. Now, humans, we have, I feel like the reason why certain things don't work with our generation is because we were thrown into so many situations that we've had to adjust to. We were born in the 80s, right? At the end of apartheid.
Yeah.
People were hopeful, some people were hateful.
Yeah.
Then we became the new kids in Model C schools. Then we had to be the poor.
Yes.
The boy on Narilakodi big housing and now moved into a plot and realized that he's poor. But is envied by the people outside of him because you live with white people and they're French. That's a flex, right? But your reality is not a flex.
No.
And then after that, we had to become these adults that change the language and the way of work. Because our parents had a slave-like working environment, and we had the freedom of being educated and challenging the systems.
Yes,
right?
True.
So we are paving the way. And then we became parents who soft parent. We are gentle parenting. We are the gentle parenting parents. And then we are the same 40-year-olds that look like they are 20. So our generation has been...
Now that's a flex.
So our generation has been through a lot, you know, and you see it in how the generation before us seems more stable than us. They got jobs earlier, houses earlier, married earlier, kids earlier, stayed in jobs for 20 years, and we don't. And then the generation after us has the liberty of choice that we didn't have. I was telling my son the other day when he was telling me I should allow him to express his opinion. I was like, you must understand something. When I was growing up, I didn't know I could have an opinion.
Did we even know what an opinion
No,
is?
we didn't. We were told
Yeah.
what to do, and when you were uncomfortable, you reacted.
Yes.
Because there was no space to say, I'm uncomfortable. You couldn't even, you didn't have the formulation of your discomfort.
No, true. I think a lot of us started, that's why there was this movement in our early 20s of I'm finding myself, you know? Finding my voice. Which I think also is a bandage over years and years of be seen, not be heard.
Yes.
And we started, and it came across socially, you know, we were fighting systems, but we were not organized. It was a tantrum, you know. There was abuse in the backdrop of us as a people.
Yeah.
Right, social abuse, but there was also financial abuse.
Okay.
To say not everyone gets the opportunity, right? But you growing up, you are the token of your parents. This is our success. We have invested a lot in this child,
Yes.
and she must turn out a success. So you have that pressure,
Yes.
right? And then you have your own aspirations, which now at school they are asking you, what do you want to be when you're old? I'm like that. I wasn't asked that question until we got to grade 10.
Really?
No, we never asked that question.
The first context of what do you want to do?
What do you want to do for a living? I started thinking about it then. I was like, oh.
And at the time you're choosing subjects.
At that time, yes.
Yeah.
And that was also the thing that I learned after. I was saying, oh, some of the subjects, if had I known this, I would have not actually gone to the school because the school doesn't offer this.
And you didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice.
It's not like you could choose the school.
There's no conversation. Which school do you want to go to?
There was no conversation.
You're going to this school. This is your uniform. Go make friends.
Yes. And you were instructed a lot.
Yes. And you're asked when you come back, how was school? You can't say it was not nice because clearly you were the naughty one. So did you make friends? Yes, I made friends. Oh, what did the teacher say? Oh, we just did 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, good.
And we are expected to be functional human beings that hold good relationships.
Yes.
With all of that
Interest.
context.
Ah, goodness.
And I only realized it recently, Hore. Guys, but how did you guys expect me to be okay? I'm just like, how was I expected to get things right?
Are you then saying, when you're saying how am I expected to be okay, there's that thinking of, there's another version that you would compare it to. What's the other version?
Okay, the context of how did you expect me to be okay is in that we are perceived.
You must jump in, eh?
I will. We are perceived in a certain way, right? And I learned through a conflict. Yeah.
Most learnings.
Yeah.
Dynamic interactions.
Conflicts really take out, the meat and the substance of the issue. So through a conflict, I realized that who I perceive myself to be to people is not what they perceive me to be.
Oh, yeah.
So there's my perception of me. Then there's my son's perception, my mom's perception, my friend's perception, my colleague's perception, right? So much so that you hear people say, so-and-so is not themselves when they are with whoever.
You're not fitting into the pattern now they've come to understand.
Yeah, because now I can laugh at jokes. And somebody can say she's very childish. And someone can say she's a lot of fun. Right? Those are two different perceptions of the same person, but two different contexts, because somebody wants to relate to you from a point of this is serious. And somebody else wants to relate to you in a point of dude, vibes.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
When your awareness of this, do you see that as something that you can do something about it, or is it their projection?
It's their projection, but I think it has given me insight in the notion of abantu abadala. So in the African context, we ascribe wisdom to age.
Oh, yes.
When you're older, you should know better. I get. Everyone, it's universal. When you're older, you should know
I don't know how that was proven. Was there a study?
There was no study.
How many people were involved? Because I've yet to come across.
And when you get older, like the things I'm realizing now, right? I did not realize when I was 10 years ago. I mean, I didn't have the same insight.
Okay, yeah, for sure.
On how a person that has been in my life for the past 10 years, I have no insight on how they perceived me until recently.
Okay.
Like I've got a friend of mine who says, "Oh, you're so mature, you're so wise." In my head, I'm like, no. Do you know the things I do? Like,
so this is why I tend to think that when someone has a view like that, I think that's what they want from me.
Yes, it is.
You need me to be this.
Yes.
But that is also a very selfish way of approaching me.
We are very selfish as people. We are very, even how I give of myself is selfish, and how you receive me is selfish, because you receive me from what you want
So
from
how do we
me.
negotiate that?
We don't. We walk through life not negotiating. We only negotiate with people we care about, and we only negotiate with people we want to keep. That's something I realized. When you want this particular person, you tap into a different realm of this relationship. You become more cognizant of aspects of this relationship that you otherwise don't care to consider with others. Hence, I was saying, we converse from our own personal dispositions, and how much you matter to me will be shown in how I respond to you.
Okay. Oh, that's deep.
What I like.
Oh.
So, if you walk in and I've angered you and I dismiss you, please believe me. Oh, please believe me. Don't think, she's having a bad day. No. At that, I've always had this notion that let a person do something for you from a point of willingness. I enjoy relationships from a point of willingness. I don't know if you understand that.
No, I get you.
So, if I am a friend with somebody, I want to be friends with somebody who's willing to be my friend, not somebody who feels like it's a burden to be my friend.
Yeah, not dated.
There shouldn't be a debt.
Yeah.
It should be I want to do this as much as You know,
want it.
I want to buy you gifts and you want to receive them, you know. And just because I do things for you doesn't mean you need to do them back. Because the point of my giving is not to receive. It's,
But okay, let me ask that.
Yeah.
Because I think, so I want to, I think I have an understanding, and I don't think it's we do business with, and I'm calling it business.
Sure.
Because I think it's an exchange. Any
It
conversation is an exchange
Can I use
of
this?
minds. 100%. It's an exchange of minds. And therefore, when I engage someone in a conversation, I am expecting something,
yes,
a feedback.
yes,
What the feedback is, the format of it, or how it's tokenized, that should not matter. So if I'm, for example, buying you a gift,
yeah,
I may not necessarily expect you to buy me a gift,
back.
right? But you need to give me a feedback that, to the brain, says, "Oh, he's done something as much as I've done something."
Yes.
And it doesn't have to be, no, you buy me a present as well.
No.
But do something that is the equivalent of, we are bartering here. So it must be the equivalent.
There must be some, yes. Because now I can't open the door and you don't walk in. That's what
But some people can say they walk in and that's all they ever do.
That's
they don't
true.
open the door for me to walk in.
Then you must learn
so
the type of relationship you are in.
Manja, I'm gonna ask you this because I want this.
Can I have a serviette or something?
Oh yeah. For me now,
Yeah.
it's. I'm gonna say.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say. I think those things should be said up front.
They should.
Yeah.
And that's where you and I agree. Ne?
Yeah.
So, you remember I said we walk through life not communicating our expectations of each other. And I don't know how you perceive me. You don't know how I perceive you.
Yeah.
We assume, like I've assumed my entire life, that the people that are in my life have decided to be there.
Yeah.
I assumed for a very long time.
Oh.
Until I realized that some people are conditional. In condition I do this, they shall stay.
Yeah.
Should I stop doing this? I mean, I think everybody knows that notion. Some people are in your life conditionally, right? Now, back to the point of I open the door, I expect you to come in. Ne? There are people that you will see and you will interact with, and you want to open this door, and you're like, yo, Batong, we had the best time.
Yes.
Then you open the door and they walk right past, and you're like, but
yes, this is not how it's supposed to be.
But we were at the pub together and we walked to my door.
Yeah.
And now you're supposed to pause.
Yes.
And I'm supposed to
take this moment
take
for what
this,
it is.
Yes. And I've decided to open the door. Why aren't you? You know? Then you are stuck with things that Mutawatu is just like, ow.
And now to them, omosugates.
Yeah, because like
your gesture has led to your disappointment.
What door?
Exactly.
When did we agree that there will be a door?
But
I was
everybody does this for you? Is that what you're telling me?
You know what I mean? Like, I was going to Senton. Now, when you stop in Bromfontein, I must stop. But I had something to do. Like,
and I think a lot of you know, we make fun of this, but I think there should be a course in schools that teaches these things. We take this for granted.
Guys. We must apply for finishing school.
People are friends on the basis of vibes, and now vibes because we can't put a finger to it.
Yeah, we can't.
It's hard to now replicate it, and then that's why I'm like, and you're like, no, what? No, actually, you just enjoyed me calling you all the time, and you didn't even care to make an effort of, I don't send a smoke signal if you have to, or just show up, but do not just make me like. And I think so now with that understanding. Yeah. Sorry, before I lose this train of thought, you see why as a 10-year-old I saw that. Yes. It's a quid pro quo here. If you want to be relevant here, do something that someone needs.
Yes, because now your context of that relationship was this person opened a door and I'm expected to.
Yes.
But nobody said really.
I preempt.
You preempted.
Yes,
because of what you saw.
Exactly. Like,
Then-
if you do this for me, guess what? I would also give you courtessy here.
Because when you saw people that didn't walk through the door, you saw them getting rained on because they were
Aha.
outside. And you were like, I never want to get rained on. And then sometimes the door wasn't open for you. They were just opening the door for fresh air. And you slipped in. Because your context of a door open is I must go in until you
let's
learn.
talk about this. Let's talk about it. And I think we spend so many times going onto our statuses and talking in riddles. You know, you're having a squabble with your friend.
Yeah.
And you now found a quote of the day. Go where you are celebrated. Who are you telling that to? Who are you just expecting your status keep billboard of how people should engage with you? Everyone is so preoccupied with their lives. If you don't come out and say, no, actually I'd like this, and then I get to tell you, I can or cannot do that,
then it's a problem.
Then at least let's get the understanding of this is your expectation. Am I willing to do that or not? And if I'm not, you can't then still have that expectation of
Thank you.
My friends should be doing this, or I'm going where I'm celebrated, or all these riddles that we just retweet. Why is it so hard to have conversation about these uncomfortable things that happen? And to me, it's not enough that we like each other. We need to actually trust each other.
Can I tell you something weird? So, I grew up thinking people communicate.
Okay.
Because I come from a household of communicators.
Okay.
My mom communicates.
Yeah.
My dad communicates.
Okay.
And my family, mainly of the Botswana side, they communicate very well. Oh, those people know how to communicate. They communicate about communicating. I grew up being told, Khala, tlhapa ga se puo. As in swearing is
yes, so
it's not a
word.
language. No, it's not a language.
Okay.
No, but remember the nuances.
Tlhapa a se puo.
Ga se puo.
All right.
Right.
Okay. No. Let me trace back. I'm
So
following.
if you were about to say if you were to tell a person that you're not supposed to speak like that. Khala ga re bue jalo.
Okay. Yeah, I get
so remember,
you.
our language has nuances and context. So reprimanding you and saying you don't speak like that is not the same as saying this is not a language.
Oh.
So tlhapa ga se puo means that's not a language. That's not a form of communication.
Oh.
Because
it's almost
now-
like saying you're being lazy.
You are being lazy because
Yeah.
instead of addressing the issue, you are
You're just
insulting.
making noise now.
Now you're just throwing words.
Oh my
What a lie.
goodness. That's yeah.
You
I
see?
get you.
So I was raised by human beings that spoke to me like that. And I grew up being nourished like that.
Yeah.
So I thought, hi man.
It's funny you have that and you come from your mother's side. So there's this
I don't come from my mother's side. My
well, there's the mother's side of you, which is Zulu, right?
Yes.
and there's this notion, and we experience it. I mean, I think
Yes.
it goes without saying we Zulu make bullies, and you respond in a different language he doesn't understand. We tend to say, "Oh, awumuntu."
Oh, you're Mundo.
Oh yeah. But the nuance of it is Ubuntu was like a people and not necessarily human. But today's language it means human.
But it does. But you're quite right.
Yeah. So in that sense, I'm dismissing you because you're not my people.
Are you really dismissing me?
Ask everyone Fitago taxi rank, are they being dismissed or not?
I know. in today's language, when a person says to you, "How much?" Like for instance, Komuchudi, when you meet a fellow Mohatla, let me just say Mohatla for
Okay,
ease of
yeah,
reference.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I think people know Bahatla Khatla,
Yes,
and a lot of
yes.
people don't know Barokulohet. When you hear that somebody ke Mohatla, you'd automatically say, "Ah, Khabo, wa tsela," you know.
Okay.
Khabo is me addressing Mohatla. Ke Khabo, right?
Okay.
But if I say to you,
What's Hela?
Khabo wa tsela, as in, how are you?
Oh.
Because now I'm
Flip. So what's Hela in me was Otsela Strata.
No.
Like, you crossing over. I'm like, what? Oh, okay.
So, for instance, it goes back to what I was saying, Kore, communication from a point of commonality is much easier because for me, there's a relation between Khabo and Khabo.
Ah.
Wa tlhaloganya?
Okay. Okay.
It's like, umuntu akuthakazele, let's say you are a Khumalo and somebody says, "Oh, Mzilekazi unjani?"
Ah.
You automatically light up from inside because
Yes.
this
Yes.
person's speaking to me.
Yes, and knows me.
And they're not speaking at me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you meet somebody, let's say we are both Kumalos, and somebody walks in, and this person is a Zangamandla, you know? And then we'd be like, "Ow, yenumtung."
And you see, but you see how, and I think with urbanization, it did away with that because now, if you come to Gauteng, you are juxtaposed with a mixture, right? But do you realize that it was not necessarily, even growing up as a child, for me to know all my clans, it was not about that. I was told by people who I meet, "Oh, Osbanban, Osbanban, Osbanban." They are teaching me. Whereas now it's like, "Oh, you don't know your status." I'm like, "No, you should know. When you address me, you make an effort to find out who am I. If I tell you, Umkize, you should know what. Which lineage? Yeah. But now it's about now. Tell me, you don't know. Now I'm going out praising myself every time.
You're praising yourself because we've lost ourselves.
And now, exactly. And now the whole point of missing, it's no longer about me singing your praises, you singing my praises. I'm just self-praising now. And I'm like, we've missed the point of the exchange that it was. Yeah. And now, because of that, we don't necessarily know each other very well. And now language is a barrier to communication. Then we add another gibberish language called English in the mix, right? Which does a lot of virtue signaling. I think you made a good example about Setswana, how descriptive it is.
Yeah.
It tells a story.
Yes.
Whereas English is concepts of vague
Yes.
and ambiguity.
You know, can I hold that point? That point is amazing because English has allowed us to hurt each other unintentionally. Whereas our ethnic languages are very intentional.
Yes.
There was somebody who, I think it was Khomozo on KFM, who was like, English you can like and love. But ka Sesotho, ke a go rata.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I need to get to that point and to express that to you.
Yes.
But in English, we can have a talking stage. We can have situationships.
I'm crushing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There are so many adjectives that are similes.
Yes.
Like, already similes.
Yes.
And because the word it's similar to, it allows.
I can co-opt it nilly-willy, you know?
That's an escape route.
It is.
Similar.
No, I'm not invested in this conversation actually.
And I can describe it as, but I didn't mean like that. I meant.
Now I have to come back with context. That's why now we're gonna talk context.
Context.
Yeah.
Whereas the way that we used to speak, it was so intentional.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And the way that we entered spaces was also intentional. So I grew up thinking the world functioned like that.
Do you think it comes from, and I think it's a point, I'm going to call it as a privilege of having a monoculture?
Mono. No, I think it's the privilege of being raised by the strength of people that know themselves. Remember,
The village.
Remember, when I leave SA and I go to Botswana,
Okay.
the way that people speak to you as you enter and the way they relate to you
Yeah.
is very different from the way people speak to you. And there's a lot of anxieties in South Africa. In South
Okay,
Africa,
so you're saying the difference between how people speak to you in SA is very different how they relate to you in Botswana.
in Botswana.
I get you there.
Because in SA, there's a lot of anxieties. We're anxious about everything. We're anxious about the sun. Because when the sun comes, vitamin D, then there's too much
You need
this.
to find out it
then
was someone else's prescription.
What am I doing? Now I must be conscious of how the sun relates to my skin
Yeah.
here,
Yeah.
right? And then you get home and look, the sun is the sun, guys.
Yeah.
It's even harsher that side.
Yeah.
And people are just like, hey, I didn't die. My parents didn't die. We
Exactly.
all survived, right? So the sense of identity in Botswana is different from the sense of identity in South Africa.
And that's
so,
this sorry to interject. This is where I then say, I think at some point when you introduce too many cultures into one society or a nation, and each of these were starting to establish themselves in this nation, you know, it doesn't feel like SA had a time to regroup.
we didn't.
You understand? As soon as we were like, oh, we think we are finding ourselves, oh, let's open up to the Rainbow Nation. Let's open up to the foreigners. Let's open up to English as a medium.
Yeah.
Whereas
we did.
many other countries, their native language becomes the medium, right? Then English is secondary as this is the form of communication in parliament only. But everything else, we have a language. We never had that. And on top of that, we are being constantly inundated with Western influence. And to the point where it's hard to find the origins of anything now that we are doing.
And also, just to show you something that I'm not trying to speak for people, no?
Yeah.
When you look at our politicians and the Madlanga Commission,
Okay.
these are old men, fathers, brothers, people who were seen as people you should aspire to being.
And grandfathers.
And grandfathers.
It's grandfathers as
Ne?
well. Yeah.
When they are put on a microscope like that and interrogated, their inability to respond effectively with pride is because you are belittling the notion of self that they carry on a daily basis. You've brought them here. They must articulate themselves and explain their wrongdoing. To your point, because we've had such a jumble of influence and expectation from external factors, we didn't have time to pause and figure ourselves out. We didn't define the working man that went to the mine. Or when he comes back, because when he left as a young man with possibly a wife that he needed to provide for, who was coming back home to build. He goes to Joburg. He works at a mine. He gets paid 20 cents. And then he realizes that istina su 5 rand. Ngiyofika nini ku 5 rand? Ngisazuzu 20 cents. I told my family that I'm going to find work and bring them money every month. To take this money to them, this 20 cents, it's going to cost me 5 cents. So it's either I give them 10 cents and remain with the 5 cents, or I give them 15 cents so that my ego at home can remain intact. This man had to face dynamics that nobody prepared him for. And then he came back or did not come back at all.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need to realize that sometimes people don't come back not because they don't want to, but because they are afraid of the shame that they assume they have brought
Yeah.
by not doing what was.
Because there was a promise when you left.
But I promise you didn't know you could fulfill.
No, but there was a promise of Joburg.
There was.
Itself.
There was.
Itself promised the land of opportunity. And yes, the reality is it wasn't. There was a lot of, and now as a grown man, I can't say, yes, all this life I was subject to manipulation and abuse. Really?
Because umdala ungaka
Yes.
uhluzekile unolwazi
Kanjani?
uphilile unesizotha bese uyafika laphayana bese kudlalwa ngawe mengabe bayakhona ukudlala ngawe bangasenzani ke thina.
And now you are raising a child with that anger.
Exactly.
And you have put on a mask, right? And say, this child, I'm expecting you to do what I could not carry through.
Yeah.
But now it's coming from a point of fear.
Without the because remember you left without resources.
Yes.
And you didn't provide this person resources.
Yeah.
And you had to figure out Joburg. So they must figure out how to be better than you. With absolutely no resources, no skill set, and nobody guiding them.
No, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
And that's the umbrella that we've been raised
100%,
under.
100%.
And now we perpetuated the system for so long that some of our leaders have resorted to corruption and all these things, not because they intended to, but the system was like that. They didn't see another way out. Nobody was there to help them, or they just didn't know better.
No, I think it's much more perverse.
Yeah.
They are swimming in water. It's just that they are exposed. And it's unanimous with everyone.
Yes.
Yeah, and hence they have to pick who's taking the fall. But actually the whole system is corrupt.
Yeah.
But now let's come to us, because this, you see how we've amplified it to that level. It starts with two people, it starts with a family, it starts with those conversations. Now, if I'm a person who is an offspring of that circumstance, how do I then handle myself and trying to negate the disposition I have of myself, because I've inherited this?
Yeah.
So now, how do I then begin to trust you that you will carry my shame that has come down multiple?
That is so deep.
So for me, it's like,
how do you trust?
this is the ultimatum. We have delayed the agony.
Okay.
I think it should die. We should just say we failed, because I believe failing fast is the quickest way to redemption.
So you think as a black nation, we should have a conversation where we're like, guys, let's be honest.
It's not working.
It's not, we failed.
Yeah, we failed. It's not working.
And the sooner we accept that,
Yeah, the sooner we're going to put up systems.
the sooner we can recover.
Yeah.
Who's going to start that conversation?
I don't think it's going to start at the top, because the top is held by the bottom.
Okay.
It starts with community, and community starts with family.
The
minute we stop virtue signaling out onto each other on socials, and when we meet, act like you are better than the next person, or you would have made the same mistake, you just got lucky.
Please explain the term virtue signaling. That's a very nice term.
I think it's people.
So
a virtue is something, it's like a morality we all hope for, right?
Yes.
Like, be faithful.
Yeah.
That's
Woo!
Yeah, that's a that's
that
a
one.
nice one.
In Jesus' name.
Yeah, and women have owned that one. You know, it's men who supposedly don't know, have never reached its height. But virtue signaling is that you virtue signal to the point of.
I'm sorry, I have to interject. I can't let that one just go. As a fellow man.
No, okay.
If you are saying that,
Yeah.
I would say, how is it possible that so many kids are not biologically their father's kids?
You know why?
But women are the most loyal. But after 18 years,
Oh,
you're not the father.
no,
Hold that.
you
Wait,
took
wait.
my sarcasm
Can I
as
answer?
a statement.
Wait, can I answer him?
I'm saying they claim to have got.
That's what I wanted
faithful.
to say.
Yeah.
That's exactly his point.
Yeah.
Virtue
Signaling. Yeah.
So you don't have the virtue.
Yeah.
But you dress yourself up so virtuously. Like a born, like a mokrest.
Yes.
And then nahankake.
Uh-huh.
Le motho o irang yalo hankake ka nna le yele.
Uh-huh.
Gotlhelele. Wa tlhala. E nna kgang ya gore ga o ntemeletsana o bona Maria mmago Jesu ka sebele. And if you dare point a finger at me and say I did this, my community,
yes, will come for you.
Yo,
and so
we will shut you. You know, women, ne?
Yeah,
we have an ability to gather. Together,
yes, we mobilize very well.
We mobilize very well when we feel that I don't have to be accountable to this issue.
Yes.
Please don't come for me.
Yeah,
but let me explain.
Okay.
Right?
I'm listening.
If Usipho ungshayile,
okay,
even the ones abashaya amadoda wabo will stand up and say, Usipho uyahlanya.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yes.
We are very good.
They're the same with the abuse. It's your son who's doing the abuse. No.
Yeah. We the reason why I get Maria Mago Jesu is that the Bible paints a dynamic woman, right? She was a virgin who fell pregnant but had a husband. Very complicated statement.
Yeah.
So the moment you have a husband, you're expected to do wifely duties again. Somewhere, somehow, it forgets to identify this virgin wife was a wife.
Can we drop it on that note? But exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
She's not telling the whole story.
That's my notion. That's why we women, we have the Maria Maga Jesu stance where when I want you to come over after my person, I'm going to say he did this, and that's all I need to say.
Yeah.
Oh, they will mobilize.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Oh.
When did he start hitting you? Oh my God.
And then the book comes out. Then they write the book.
I don't even have to write it myself. Some activist is going to come and show up, and someone is going to have a movement. Someone will paint a shirt. I just need to be the token one that sits there and just says...
and the media laps it up. Oh my goodness.
Right? We've got that.
Yeah.
And then when they come after us and they say, oh, okay, so Maria, you are a virgin, right? Yes, I am. You were married? Yes, I was. You were impregnated by God? Oh, yes, the holy seed. So when you and Joseph got married, when did you consummate your marriage? That's not something that I'm at liberty to answer, because why are you asking about that?
I don't want to talk about my past. Why is it irrelevant? I need twin daughter. You can what's my past got to do?
Now you want to persecute me about...
This is the problem with the patriarchy. Oh my goodness, that noise.
I'm carrying a holy seed. I do not do things that everybody else... So we are very quick to ascribe to that, right?
But it works. I wish it could be used to better the people, not divide.
Until we decide as women. Because remember, we've got the power. We have the power to...
By the way, I think we've run out of time. You still got battery there.
Oh, we're out of time. Time is over.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
And there's no context. Baton Jesus.
No. Now these are extras. Yeah.
Oh guys, and I build churches. I'm a client. You're happy business. So what I was trying to say is that even myself, there are certain things that in my relationships that it's easy for me not to take accountability for, because of the men that I've had in my life. I had a father who protected me, right? And then I had a partner who protected me.
Okay.
And the protection that we women
Enjoy.
you guys don't know.
No, but I think I don't think for us per se we mind doing that.
No, you don't mind.
We don't mind, but it should not to be the detriment of us. And I think what it's doing to the younger generation, they are no longer buying into this relationship because they've seen the betrayal. And now the numbers statistically are dwindling when it comes to long-term relationships. People are now suffering in individuality, which now further exacerbates the what we're talking about, the influences, because now we are more divided.
Yeah.
Now it's no longer the family that's being attacked. Now you're just an individual.
And it's easy to attack you as an individual. But the problem, Kings, really, ne? I grew up thinking that women don't cheat. Yeah. Until recently. I honestly thought, I was like, women would never cheat. A woman, no, Musadi would never.
Okay.
Because I didn't cheat, so a woman didn't cheat. Very biased, very naive.
Yeah.
And the women in my life are married and virtuous again. Mahomare.
Yes.
I don't know how many women in my family have cheated on their husbands.
Yeah.
To your point. Yeah. We have women have musadi aga khobola aga situ. You know what that means, right?
Now you're gonna have to break that one down.
So
I'm taking notes here.
the silence of a woman is her armor.
Oh.
You know when you walk in and you did something, you cheated, ne? You walk in. Ntabi Singh just called me and said, yeah, nchaya khao. Irubala lenna. No, I don't tell you Ntabi Singh called me. And Ntabi Singh she doesn't tell you that I called Kgalalelo. Then you walk in. Kgalalelo says, you come in and you're like, Eish, love, I had such a difficult day. Oh, what happened? Hey, it's what miracle. What did she's always on my case. You'll see her. She'll be calling me 500 times. And I'll be like, I'm not what to be saying bad swing, and I'll carry that. No?
Yeah.
Because we were taught to be your peace. So let me explain.
Okay.
You carry the world to provide for me. Right? The moment I step out, you protect me and you shield me.
Yeah.
The moment I can walk in and say, I don't want to go to Zweli's house. I'm just going to make an example, which you'll understand.
Yes.
I don't want to go to Zweli's house. Zweli wants to.
Okay.
And then Mandla will come and say, yeah, baby, muya ka Zweli ngihamba now.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Yes.
Doesn't know why I said that. Maybe Kimusuke is Zweli.
Yeah, maybe
I started it.
Yes.
But because now I started it and now I can't end it. Yeah. Futhi wena baby uzwela ukhuluma nami ngapi? Wena ngizomsolve uzokhuluma nami. Wena ungasakhuluma uzokhuluma nami. That's the protection we enjoy without accountability.
Okay.
Because I don't need to be accountable to you when I'm hurt.
Yeah.
You automatically protect me when I'm hurt. You don't even question me. I am crying for crying out loud.
I take the word for it.
And you are just like, Ubang, Angazi.
Okay,
It's like, that we are automatic. We assume. You guys assume shielding us, right? I can walk into a police station and say, I've been raped, and you walk in and say, I've been raped.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get helped first.
Yeah, true.
I'm vulnerable. You're a man. You'll figure yourself out, right?
Yeah.
So now, because now I know that you are my protector. If I challenge you and you stop protecting me, who's gonna protect me? We calculate a lot of things.
Okay.
So the moment Ntabi Singh, who you are going to see every day because you work with Ntabi Singh, I'm not gonna win this battle because you come home to me after being with Ntabi Singh. And at that dynamic, I can't change. Because if I change it, you have to quit your job. If you quit your job, I'm going to be hungry.
Yeah.
So I actually can't do
Double
anything with
edged
this
sword,
baby
yeah.
saying.
It's like
I'm just explaining.
what am I bitching about right now?
This is us,
Do I
right?
home?
What a lie. So you know what I decide? I'm going to solve Ntabi saying.
Okay.
And then it becomes a battle you know nothing about.
Oh.
You come home, right? And you bitch and moan about Ntabi saying. And then I sit on your face. And then you wake up. And then you go to work and you're like, damn, she sat on my face.
Yeah.
Now when you're at home, you're like, at work, you're just like, Ntabi saying says, I bought you coffee. You're thinking coffee. Yeah, Ntabi saying you can't even sit on my face. I'll be like, man. What a lie.
Is that the spell though?
Yeah, it is.
It is the spell, man.
What a lie. And now Ntabi saying is like, why is he acting funny?
Yeah.
Hi. Then she's like, no. She upset a notch. I'm gonna call him at night.
I'm throwing. Oh wait. She's not throwing her spell.
No, that's why she's like, I'm gonna call him at night when he's at
Okay.
home with her. I get now he doesn't want my coffees anymore.
Oh.
And she doesn't know why you don't want her
what
coffees.
escalate?
What escalate? I get.
Hey.
When you come home,
She
she starts calling at night. You start having secret phone calls. You're coming outside and it's winter. Yeah, baby. Yeah. The moment you walk into the house,
Yeah.
I know you like a cappuccino
Yeah.
with foam. Okay, that's a cappuccino with foam, and then check it out.
Yeah.
Psychologically, as you walk in and you put on that chair, you are so comfortable. Then you think to yourself,
What was I? What was I doing?
no, you're like, I'm getting cold.
I wonder in many relationships,
Yeah.
does it get to that point? Because I would say probably, I'm wondering if that's the patience of, oh, I see what's happening, versus what we randomly see where people just fight it out and I'm gonna embarrass my husband at whatever cost.
I think that
Where's that coming from?
You guys have bred a different type of woman. I'm just trying to explain the kind of life I know.
Oh, I
Remember,
okay,
this is the
okay,
system
okay.
I was raised in.
Yes.
So also, when I see a vile person,
Yeah.
a person that embarrasses you,
Yeah.
I'm quick to comfort you
That's the
because
thing.
that's what I know. But Mugeli on the street, she knows a different version. She knows because I do have friends like that.
Oh, okay.
I have friends when they say, Mera isusa ngiyayisusa.
Uyisusa nobani?
Nindoda yakhe.
Ooh.
When Usipho comes and says, hayi futhi wena uyangidakwela, athi ngidakwe ngokubonise kahle. Beki biyalana sikhulume.
To what end?
What I like. There are those kind of relationships and there are those kind of dynamics.
Because
Right?
for me, that's like burning bridges. Isn't it?
It depends. But remember, Ilona toxic, you guys are insane. Because some of you want that, respond to that, and thrive when you're in a relationship. Like, yeah, I mean, like, there are certain guys that you look at their pattern of relationships and you're just like, again.
No, I think then that comes down to the stress they were used to in the formative years.
In the formative
Yes,
years.
I think that will inform the threshold of, oh, this is too quiet for me.
Yes. Because you guys also have there's men, not you guys. Men have a tendency of struggling to sit still.
Yeah, it comes from your upbringing.
Yeah.
I think it's informed by your upbringing. There I've seen men where in my mind I'm like, whoa, hell would have broken loose if I was in that situation. And they're the calmest. And in the long term, it turns out well for their decision to have remained that calm. Whereas other men, we don't want to even see, like, I'm going to nip it in the butt right now. And now I realize that society celebrates those stories because that's what makes the headlines.
They're entertaining.
Yes. Now, you come from an environment where more patience is considered.
Not even-
Was it also a matter of you saw it in the environment, or is it like a intentional teaching of when you're in this situation, this is how you handle yourself or handle the situation?
Okay. Both, ne? There are some women in my family that sit you down and explain what
At which point is it now you're in a relationship?
No. As you're growing, they teach you. Remember, Africans, we're amazing. We get